we are with the lovely, the queen of West Coast radio, and I got to see it firsthand.
Yes.
Devi Dev.
Devi Dev.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Fantastic. Oh my God, totally cool, awesome.
Okay, let me tell you guys. Me and Sumit had changed places. I'm going to talk in an English accent for the whole interview, and he's going to talk in American.
Oh
the whole interview.
Dev, oh my God, I don't think I could do that.
We don't talk like that.
Yes, you I don't know how it sounds, but hey, look, I can't do the American accent. You can do the British accent. I can't do it.
A little bit.
A little bit. Sounds good. It sounds cute when you say it. It's like a little bit, and he said B-dot when he said B-dot.
B-dot and Elliott. Right, I'll blimey.
Right, oh, blimey. You're supposed to say core blimey.
Core blimey.
Yeah, core blimey that's the thing. If there was one word to describe Devi Dev, what would it be?
Oh my God. Vibrant.
Vibrant. That's good. You are very vibrant. It's like when you come into a room, people know you're there. It's good. It's good. Now, let me ask you something. I think I'll steal this from Elliott.
Sorry for my hair.
It's your hair. Your hair. Can you say that? Hair?
Hair?
There you go.
Okay.
Your
Sorry
hair.
for my hair.
Right.
I love speaking with the accent. I always, my whole childhood, wished I was like, Mother, why, Mom, why was I not born in London? Like, I think that accent, like English people have the best way of talking.
But Dev, what you're saying is the Queen's English. How I'm talking is just how we talk.
I watched the King's Speech. It's all I know.
But that's what I mean. The King's Speech is royalty. But I'm gonna steal this from Elliott.
Okay.
Because when we met at the No Right thing,
right,
he was talking about you should ask Devi about how she's been able to maintain those relationships. Because you're not in the West Coast anymore.
Right.
You're in the South. So and I've seen how guys from the West Coast, I from the West Coast, still react to you. How have you been able to sustain those relationships? Because now, not to be skeptical, but they don't need you right now because you're not in that city.
Well, here's the biggest difference. It was never, the relationships I created were never based on need. You know what I mean? So it was never based on, I'm going to be cool with her so I could be on the radio or anything like that. The relationships I created were real, genuine relationships. So it was kind of like, no matter where you go, like, I've been in Houston for a few months. If, in a couple more months I move to New York for a little while and then back to LA, when you build things that are genuine and not based on need, what can someone do for me, what can I do for them, you build something that's gonna have a lot of longevity and last you throughout, your time in the industry and whatever else. So I think that's kind of, a lot of people always ask me, like, why does everybody fuck with you? Like, everybody loves you, or, you know everybody. And it's not, I really don't know how to explain it. It's just, when I got into radio, I knew I didn't want to make my brand just radio.
Right.
Because I think, the biggest misconception people have is I'm going to rep whatever I work for.
Yeah.
So tough. And I've never been like that, because if I don't own it, I'm not going to rep it more than myself. You got to always make sure you got a lot going on. So whether I was doing radio or not, I always made sure I was doing other things. And aside from that, I built a good online presence early on.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is, with me, a lot of people say, like, damn, people deal with you the most on the West, but with me, when I deal with music, or when I co-sign an artist, or when I say, man, I love this song, or at this show, it's coming from such a genuine place, and I think people kind of feel that and react to that. It's never anything, I don't care if I have 100 friends in the industry or 0, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be me, and I'm still going to do things that I'm passionate about. So everything's just really been bent. If you see me say something on Twitter or hear me say something out loud or in an interview, I really mean it, and I'm not just saying it because someone's hot, or I have, personal interests, or I'm not going to say something isn't hot because I don't like somebody. I really love the music.
When was the first time you met Elliott Wilson?
First time I met Elliott, actually, it's funny because we started following each other on Twitter. I started following Elliott, and I started following Danielle Smith, and, B-Dot when he got on Twitter. And Rap Radar was just always super supportive of my content, which is really dope. Like, Rap Radar and All Hip Hop were some of the first people that were really like, oh, cool, let me throw you up. And we just, like, became cool on Twitter, and then I didn't even meet him in person for the first time till, like, this past summer.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first time we met in person, and it was, I saw him and Danielle were going to be in Los Angeles. I was like, where the hell y'all? So, the three of us met for drinks, and I
Nice.
think they're both so fantastic
They are.
individually, and you know, they're just such an inspiration to the culture, you know, on both ends. Especially Daniela is, you know, this gorgeous woman who is the bossiest bi in the business, you know, just running things for years.
Yeah.
And Elliott is just so brilliant, and the way he really finds ways to reinvent himself and just keep supplying the culture and keep talk about, like we were saying earlier, being genuine.
Yeah.
Genuinely depicting, you know, the culture. It's awesome. So.
What's been your most memorable radio moment?
Most memorable radio moment.
You probably have a few, but if you narrow it down.
I would probably have to say the first time I interviewed Kanye about 2 or so years ago. Actually, no, probably 3 years ago now.
Okay.
Because I'm a huge Kanye West fan. I think he's absolutely brilliant. But you have certain misconceptions because of ways he's portrayed in dealing with the press. So you kind of, you know, my boss called me and was like, listen, Kanye can only come in at 7 in the morning. And, you know, my show is until the nighttime.
Yeah.
He's like, so I need you in here to pre-record. And I'm like, oh, God, okay. So, you know, wake up extra early. I'm thinking in my mind, I know he's going to be late. He's going to be several hours late. I know he's going to come in and not want to talk and just be, you know, how we imagine Kanye to be. And meeting him in person was one of those moments where you kind of say to yourself, I am always going to support this guy's music. I already loved it, but now meeting him as a person, he was absolutely amazing, and he ended up what was supposed to be a 25-minute interview. He stayed there with me for 2 hours.
Wow.
So I still have tons of stuff I never used from that interview, but
shit.
He ended up sitting there for 2 hours, and it got to a point where I stopped the radio stuff, like, yo, Kanye West in the studio, so yay, woo, woo, woo. Stop that, and we really just started talking about life, about, you know, the stuff he went through with his mother, about, you know, how the perception of him in the press and his new sounds, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. And his label hated me that day. They were like, wrap it up, Devi. Like, I mean, banging on the door, like looking at me like this. And I was looking, I was like, yo, forget y'all. If Kanye West want to keep talking, I'm not cutting him off.
Yeah.
You will have to physically come in here and pull him away, and I know y'all not going to do that. Sorry, Def Jam. But I'm going to keep it going. And so it was really cool, and, you know, he got up, and he was just like a weight had been lifted. He was like, thank you so much for letting me talk. And he was like, he went into my boss and was just like, that's the best interview I've ever done. You know, whether or not he meant it or to,
but the gesture, it means something.
And that was one of those moments where you're like, you really, really can't just have all these preconceived notions about people, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what is, you know, extra out to sell stuff. So that was a really dope moment. That was a really big moment.
That's pretty good too. But I love how you went to your radio voice just then.
Oh yeah,
I love that. That's like your normal voice, and then, hey, this is Devi. I love that. So what's next for you? What are you doing? What's going on?
You know what? I'm someone that has genuinely always absolutely been in love with the radio. So I really want radio to be a part of my life for a very long time.
It's very authentic. I feel radio as a medium.
Right.
It's very authentic. There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
You don't get to rely on anything other than you. You know what I mean? Because when I do on camera stuff where I'm interviewing artists, I can rely on the fact that people might like to look at me, or I can rely on the fact that I can have hand gestures and smile and make it and we're so interactive. But when it's just you and a microphone and you're talking to 6 million people, it's kind of like, it's really just the rawest form of you being you, and you using what you have to connect with people without the extras, without the, oh, I like her because I like her shirt, or, you know what I mean, or dang, she fine, or, it's like, you get to really connect with people just based on them.
Just stopped. It's very few that are actually, oh, hello.
And
hello, John
we
Gotty.
support
It's John Gotty.
keeping cigarettes in restaurants, bars,
No, we don't.
all of these places.
No, honestly.
Secondhand.
I got cancer.
Doesn't he sound so mafia?
He does. That's John
I feel
Gotty.
like I woke up this morning sounding like John Gotti.
Did you?
I'm John Gotti.
Now let's do some English, right? So, if you're saying, for instance, I'm gonna go meet Elliott Wilson in 25 minutes, all right?
All right.
Let's say that.
I'm a hop in the cabbie.
See, I didn't say the cabbie. I'm going to meet Elliott Wilson in 25 minutes.
I'm going to meet Elliott and Beadle in about 25 past hour, and we're going to have a blast.
You made me laugh. It's not. It's
We're
not.
going to have a blast.
Right. Oh my God. I'm gonna go see Elliott and B-Dot.
Nobody says, oh my God. Nobody talks like that.
OMG. OMG. LOL.
All right, Usher. Nobody talks like that.
Oh. Woo. No. Let's just try something easy for you. Listen. My name is Devi Dev, and I am a radio presenter. Now say that.
My name is Devi Dev, and I'm a radio presenter, true?
Oh, you did the American at the end. You know what? I think Nikki's got you, man. Nikki's got a better accent. It's not good.
Yeah, Nikki's good.
She's
Roman.
Yeah,
she's
See, there's
good.
certain words you can do.
I do some stuff really. You know what it is? I have to be around it. Because I'm telling you, I went to France and I had a killer French accent. Like,
Okay.
you could not tell me nothing.
Oh, really?
Bonjour. But like, hello. No, they say, hello.
Hello. No,
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Damn it, I lost it. I gotta be around
Bonjour is hello.
Bonjour.
Merci is thank you.
it. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Okay.